stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's welcome Lori Carr. Okay, Norwood's going to be starting on vault, and Norton's going to be starting on bars. Good luck, everyone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Tonight we are at NHS Gymnastics in Walpole for the Norwood High School Girls Gymnastics meet versus the Norton Lancers. So looking forward to a great meet tonight. We just had a lovely rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by sophomore Maddie Carrera, and we're looking forward to a great meet. So glad the girls are able to compete. Everybody wondered what was going to happen. So Norwood will be on vault first. And just a little background of the team: they've had two meets. They've had one win, one loss. The loss by a point, and in gymnastics that is a fall off the beam or a wobble on the beam. It's 5/10 for a fall. So they're going to surely try to stay on all the equipment tonight and don't lose any points. So they're getting ready now. The first event is vaulting. We are going to see Lucy Scaffardi, Annie Sisk, Rose Donovan, Shayla Wynn, Marion Pastori, and Elizabeth Broderick. So they're getting it ready now, set up, and we are waiting for our first competitor, Lucy Scaffardi. Lucy's only a freshman, so I have her in P. And Jillian Obrace is coming by. So I don't know the vault yet, but we'll see it when she comes down. It's going to be right. Nice front handspring by Lucy. Lots of cheering from the team. You would think that there were 100 people in here. There really is not. That is the team. So in gymnastics, you get two vaults, and they will take the better score of the two. They don't average them, so she did a pretty good vault the first time, so here she goes for a second one. Probably will take the first vault. She had a little bent knee in the second one, but she's all smiles, and she's like glad she's finished. Good way to start the season. So this is their first home meet for the Mustangs. So they're nice and clean in the gym. Coming up second will be Annie Sisk. Now, it looks like Annie's choosing to wear her mask. I know that Lucy did not, so I guess that is optional, unless she's just waiting until she has to call her event. So the score for Lucy is a 7.95. That is a great score. What a way to start the event. Nice flight for Annie Sisk. That was beautiful. And she did take her mask off. She hustled down that vault. And she had great after flight. So what the judges are looking for is not staying on the top of the vault very long and having nice extension when she lands. Oh, I love that second one. I'm going to take the second score. Nice and straight, beautiful form. Annie Sisk is, again, vaulting for Norwood seems to be strong. If you've never seen vaulting before, the most you can get is a 10, but every vault isn't worth 10 points. So probably handspring is probably in the 9 department. So to get, 7.9 is great. Score for Annie Sisk, 8.2, excellent. Now we have senior captain, Rose Donovan. Whoa! She had a little bit of a pike, but great after flight. So she's going to straighten that out, and we're going to be seeing well into the 8s. We also saw Rose this fall on the soccer field. And again, senior captain coming up for her second vault. Much better, good landing. She flew over that vault. So in gymnastics, you put up 8.3. So the Mustangs continue to increase with each vault. Next competitor, junior Shayla Wynn. And as always, I will give a shout out to her Aunt Ellen Wynn, who many years ago I coached at Norwood High School. Beautiful. No pike in that vault. We'll be seeing Shayla on 2 more events later today. For her second vault. Great amplitude. That was awesome. I think she's going to score well. Up next, we're going to see Marion Pastore, another junior. Marion, we're going to see actually in the all-around tonight. All-around means you can do all 4 events. Each team, 8.35 for Shayla. All-around means you do all 4 events. Each team is allowed to put up 2 all-arounds. So many of the girls can do 4 events, but the max they only can send up two competitors at a time. And I'm not sure if she's doing a souk or not. I have to see. They didn't tell me before the meet. Coach Broderick neglected to tell me the types of vaults, so we'll have to see what she... Ooh. Wow! That was a Sukahara with a round-off punch front in a pike position. So when we talked about the, as far as her points, she's doing probably a 10-point vault. You can see that there's extra padding because it is a very dangerous vault. Team was very excited. She had a teeny touch on the end, but that won't be deducted too much. But she has to do a round off, and then backwards onto the vault into a pike position. And you'll see she's going to fly down this tip. So much power. Ooh. All right. She hit a little bit. That's okay. Her first vault was fine, and she knew it. You can see what she came into the horse. She came in a little bit sideways. Wasn't quite on top as much as she needed to be. Coach will give her a little pep talk, but she's still got a smile on her face, and they will take that first vault. It was a great vault. That's right. That won't go on your highlight tape, okay? We won't put that there, Mary. And the good thing about vaulting, you only need 1 vault, so we don't need the second one. All right, and bringing up our final competitor tonight on vaulting for Norwood is senior co-captain Lizzie Broderick. Lizzie has been an all-around for 4 years for the team. I guess you literally say she grew up in this gym, noting the name. I believe Lizzie's doing a Sukahara, but I'm not sure. And Lizzie, being a senior, is planning on doing gymnastics in college.
Let's go, Lizzie!
I didn't hear the call.
Come on, Lizzie!
So you'll notice Lizzie's way back because she needs an even extra far to run. Same vault. She'll get a little deduction off, but not as much of a pike, but no touching at all, so that was great. I didn't see the score for Marion. I missed that. Sometimes I can't see everything that's going on in the gym. So Lizzie's getting ready for a second vault. Oh. Okay, so that has to be a scratch. You can go again, but she touched the vault. So if Lizzie had decided it must have been her run that was a little bit off. If she had decided she was gonna go, as long as she doesn't touch the vault, she could go again. But again, they can take the first score, and I don't think it's gonna be too shabby. Yeah, 9.35, okay, so excellent score, and I think the girls did very well on the vault. They will now get ready for the uneven bars. Norton is finishing up there now, and they will be switching in one moment. So we'll be back in one moment. All right, we are back to the uneven bars now, the second event for Norwood. Up first, we have Paige McBrien. And you know, the big thing the girls want to remember is to move to stay flowing from bar to bar, go from low bar to top bar, and stay on the bars. They're having a little pep talk right now. This is kind of nice. Jillian Olbrees, one of the other captains, kind of leading it off. And you know, the first person that goes up is kind of important. Sets the tone for everybody else. So they are ready to go. She's got her chalk on her hands. And again, sometimes you'll see them wear grips. These bars can take, you can have some pretty severe calluses. So let's see what Paige can do. She's gonna take her mask off. Nice collide kip. Back hip circle. Right up to the front bar. Nice. Pull over. Good, double. Extra point. Beautiful dismount. And I think Coach Broderick is happy with that. It's also great for the team because the next competitor, it just kind of sets the tone and they're ready to go. So we have Shayla Wynn is on deck. We saw Shayla do her vault earlier. Paige seemed happy coming off. Paige had a great badminton game this morning in phys ed, so must have warmed her up. So again, this is the first home meet for the Mustangs. They definitely want to shine tonight. Unfortunately, when we do this, it's kind of hard to see the other team. We're not really sure what they're doing. They are on vault right now, but we really don't have a score. We'll try to get one at halftime before they go on to beam and bars. So score for Paige McBride was a 5.3. Great way to start. Nice kips. She kept those going. She kept it nice and smooth. I think that double kip is a new move for Shayla from last year. Beautiful dismount. Nice and smooth. And you saw the air high fives went by. Again, some of that stuff. This is a sport that you do love to give the high fives and there's hugs, and we're missing some of those. You're going to see a lot of fist pumps instead. So while we're waiting for Shayla's score, up next, Cece Frawley. And again, you can see the wrist grips, the guards on their hands, because there's a lot of pressure on the wrist too as they go up and around. So you always wonder sometimes when you wait for the score if they're so nervous waiting there. And but Cece looks ready to go. She's going to unmask and she will approach from the other. So nice score for Shayla Wynn, 6.0. Nice and smooth. What a kip and went both directions. Beautiful, beautiful extension on her toes and legs. That's the form you're looking for. She has no bends. She's nice and straight, and she stood up. There we go. She probably wanted to be a little bit higher in that dismount, but she did not touch, so we will take that. Nice job for Cece. So our next competitor is going to be Jillian Olbreeze. Jillian is a senior captain. Jillian has been a 4-year member of the squad. She's also a member of the cheerleading squad. And she was talking to her earlier this week. She was saying that, you know, the first meet that they came out, she goes, I felt a little rusty because normally I have cheerleading to kind of break me into the season. And so she said, we just couldn't have it this year. So hopefully they'll get it in phase 3, so she'll be in great shape for cheerleading. But she's in good shape anyway, but we'll talk cheer and gymnastics shape. Jillian is an all-around, but again, they have so much talent on this team. She will only be doing 3 events today, and that allows someone else to, you know, get into the lineup. There are 6 girls. They take the top 4 scores. And Cece Frawley rewarded with a 7.0. Beautiful. Glide kip, double glide kip with a reverse. It's going to get her extra points. Jillian has a beautiful long form. Come on. She's doing a hand. Doubles. Beautiful handstands and dismount without a move. She is very happy. That was a beautiful routine. I know she fell last week. I know she was disappointed. But you see those, that's like seeing the handstands on the men's. She did 2 of them. It was beautiful. And her dismount, spot on. They look for that too. I mean, her dismount, she had nice height, but she didn't have any movement at the end. So now we're going to see Marion Pastori, junior. And you know, something about those handstands, those are extremely difficult to do, and to have 3 girls on the team do it is amazing, absolutely amazing. You're going to see one from Marion, you're going to see one from Lizzie Broderick. So Jillian is rewarded with an 8.7. Great score for bars. And we'll watch Marion. Beautiful form again on that. Nice handstand. Beautiful. Look at her legs together. Smooth. She did a double. Double. Yes! So, you can see, all right, they're breaking COVID rules, but it's okay. So that was a double tuck at the end, not just one somersault, but two. You do not see a lot of that in high school gymnastics. And the best part is, she did not touch, she landed it. So a smile from Marion. She certainly wants to see that on camera. And the crowd went wild. This is going to score very well, because besides the dismount, which was spectacular, she had beautiful form. Her legs were straight, she extended, and that's what they want to see. So they're looking towards their anchor now. Here's Lizzie Broderick, again, senior captain. Lizzie hopes to compete in school next year. I don't believe she has made a decision, although I think there have been several colleges that have been having an interest in her. And here goes Lizzie. Marion scored 8-7. Nice flyaway for Lizzie. To go from the top bar to the low bar, that takes a tremendous amount of strength. She's going for a flyaway. Whoa, and then she had to do a front dismount. A lot of control on that. So I'd say on the bars, this was a great event for the Mustangs because we didn't see any falls, and that's what they want. The team seems happy, Coach Broderick's happy, Coach Heaton's happy, and they want to keep this going as they move over to the beam and floor. So we'll take a short break. This is the intermission part, and hopefully we'll come back with the score.
Norwood. Here, we are chosen at birth. Our loyalties are predetermined. And our families, defined. Raised by the stories of those that came before us.
Here's a breakaway. Hold on, he's in back and score!
Fearlessly driven by the hope of what's to come. It chooses us. It defines us. And for us, it's everything. This is Norwood. And here, sports are in our blood.
Norwood Mustangs 2015 are the state Division I champs.
All right, up for the second half. We are now at the balance beam. Waiting to perform is junior Annie Sisk. So on the balance beam, obviously the most important thing is to stay on. But again, they're looking for acrobatics as well as dance. Nice cartwheel. And this is an acro combination. So she did cartwheel, cartwheel. Wolf jump, wolf jump. And again, you're gonna see jumps, leaps, and the full turn, which is some of the nemesis of some people, but it seems simple, but you have to have a full turn in. Handstand touch. Split leap, split leap. And side gainer. Beautiful dismount for Annie Sisk. So that's what you want to have. You want the first person on beam to stick it. You want to get the kids psyched. You want to get them fired up. Because as I said before, they lost one of their meets by a point. And you lose 5/10 if you fall, 3/10 if you have your hands touch. So this is not someone going, but you can get a little preview. So the judge is calculating. This is something you're going to see later. The music you hear in the background is the Norton team on floor. So what happens is one team is on one event, one's on the other, and then they flip. And as we said, 6 go in a row. The top 4 scores count. Our next competitor is senior Emily Mace. We saw Emily on the cross-country course. This was one of the coaches for the girls and boys cross-country team. So Emily spent her fall running into shape. She didn't get to do a lot of cartwheels or flips or anything, but good conditioning. So beautiful score for Annie Sis, 7.0. That is a great way to start. So she's going to start right off with her jump combination. Oh, back walk over a little bit fast. She wants to stick that. She must have had a series because it looks like she's going to try it again. Now she kept it going, so she's going to get acro credit for that. So they're working on a 4-inch beam. Oh, nice. That was a 3/4 tuck jump. That was nice. That's going to get some extra credit. And a nice Barani dismount. So despite the fall, a nice routine. I think, for her own confidence, she needed to do that again. Sometimes they don't recommend repeating a move, but I think she wanted to get the acro credit. And I think she wanted to get the confidence of going on the beam again. Again, this is the first home meet for Norwood. They've had 2 outside, and they're happy to be the host this evening. So the beam, as I said, is 4 inches wide, 4 feet above the, and it is a little bit padded. I know many years ago when this person might have been competing, it was a wooden beam. So up next, we've seen her on 2 other events, right? This is probably her last event of the night, Junior Shayla Wynn. And as I said before, we mentioned her Aunt Ellen. This was one of Ellen's specialties, so I'm sure she thinks there's a little legacy here. 6.8 for Emily. Beautiful jump combination there. She gets some nice height. Another jump combination. Notice the difference, which is nice. A little variety. So she did a cartwheel roundoff. So a roundoff is considered a flight move. She's going to get some extra points for that. That's a little bit different way to do the full turn. She did it forward. Most of them do it. She did facing the judges. Most do it looking at the end of the beam. Nice high gainer for a dismount. So I'm sure she's disappointed on the fall, but that was a lovely routine. That was a really nice routine. And that round off really added to, that's going to add a few extra points for her. Sorry, I'm watching Norton on the floor. That was unfortunate. Whoa. That girl definitely recovered from Norton. That was a beautiful dismount at the end. Okay, waiting to go on the bounce beam is Captain Jillian Obrys. We saw her on the bars. As she throws the mask off. 7.2 for Shayla Wynn. Nice job. Beautiful height on those wolf jumps. Lovely full turn. That was nice and smooth. So she did a beautiful combination. That was a cartwheel into a round off. She didn't stop. She didn't let her foot stop. 3/4 jump. Not much left to do. So that was a split leap, which pretty dangerous on a 4-inch beam. Oh, nice dismount. Barani with the twist. She didn't take an extra step. I think she's going to score quite well, and her form was excellent. So she's going to be happy with that, and I'm sure the coach is happy. And it was a stick too, no falls. But what was really nice was the flow she had. She kept moving. One of the things, the judge wants to see, obviously acrobat and gymnastics, but flow from one move to the next, not stop and start. And I think she did a really nice job with that. Should score well. Waiting to go is the junior all-around Marion Pastore. Looks like they're ready for Marion. She will unmask. Great score for Jillian, 8-8. Love it. You don't see a lot of almost 9s on the beam. Okay, she has her full turn out of the way. Notice how she moves up and down the beam, high to low. I believe she's getting ready for a back handspring. Whoa, that was a back handspring back tuck. She did fall, but she's gonna get so many extra points for that. She was just a little bit to the side on the back tuck. But you know what, that's out of the way now. Switch leg. Leap combination. Back gainer, stick. Okay, quite a routine. That was a pretty difficult routine. So she had the one fall, but it was on a back tuck. You don't see a lot of back handspring back tuck in high school gymnastics. That is, I watched her last year, and I believe that is a new move for her. So again, the judge is doing the scores. I'm going to be figuring out the difficulty on that last routine. Lizzie Broderick, the second all-around for Norwood, is preparing to go. We're also going to see a couple of flips from Lizzie, I believe. And it's always hard when your mom's the coach, but I'd say that Lizzie is pretty much grown up at this gym. And I think we have Aubrey Broderick is our scorekeeper tonight. I think she's flashing the score. I know it's a Broderick, I'm just not sure of her name. After the beam, which I think they're all excited to get off of, this always can be such a nerve-wracking event, we'll be going to the floor exercise. So score for Marion, 8-1. Lizzie's getting ready, back handspring. So she does a back handspring series. Maybe a 10th deduction for a little bit of a wobble. Beautiful leap. You want to keep those leaps going. She has a nice extension. And look how high she is on that wolf jump. I believe she's going to dismount with a... Whoa, side aerial. That is a great combination dismount. So she basically did a side aerial and then did a twist tuck off the beam, and she landed on her feet. So some pretty exciting things on the beam. Talk about upgrading. Those are some pretty hard moves to do. So the girls are now, you're going to see them. They're going over the floor. Norton is finishing up, and we'll be at our last event.
Did you know Norwood Community Media offers podcast episodes of your favorite community and government content? NCM is also proud to host 2 independent podcast producers. The Impaction podcast, hosted by Aubrey Seall, focusing on substance use prevention and wellness. And Today in Space, hosted by Alex Orfanos, exploring topics beyond our atmosphere. To find these and more, search for Norwood Community Media on iTunes and Podbean.
Okay, we are on our last event here at the Norwood High Gymnastics meet. We have sophomore Maddie Carrero is going to be on floor exercise, and I think we're going to be thoroughly entertained. Let's just sit back and watch. Maddie also part of the cheerleading squad. Her second tumbling pass. Preparing for her last tumbling pass. Nice job by Maddie Carrero. Big smile. If you weren't here at the beginning of the meet, Maddie also sang the national anthem. So multi-talented, great routine, lots of energy, some nice tumbling. It's nice to have, again, as we always said, that lead-off person kind of sets the tone for the rest of the meet. You know, it gets all the other gymnasts fired up. They're ready to go. What you're looking at right now is just what's called a touch. So in between, just to keep them warm while the judges are scoring, because they've got to add things up, figure out, and always the first one is a little bit tougher because they sort of have to have a baseline to go by. So sometimes people have said, it's not advantage to go first, but for the team, it is. That was definitely a lot of pep and vigor. So coming up next, while we wait for Maddie's score, is senior captain Rose Donovan. We saw Rose today also did the vault earlier in the meet. She's ready to go. It's tough. 6.65 from Maddie. Setting up for her first tumbling pass. Oh, nice round off back handspring layout. That was beautiful. Getting ready for a second one. If you notice the team in the sidelines, they're doing it right with her. Nice back handspring step out. And she's going to finish. The music has gone out, but she is going to continue. I know they were having some problems with the music before. 2 back handsprings, back tuck. And she finishes. So that is hard to do. I don't think she'll be deducted for that. I know there's a piece of musicality. I know the Norwood team was having a little trouble. Right before balance beam, they did practice with the music, but again, their first home meet, sometimes when they have music issues, it's the first one. I know myself, just teaching in the classroom, I've had many an issue with technology. We love it, but we also hate it. So when it goes out, it can be annoying. But kudos to Rose. She kept going. It didn't stop her. I know Coach Broderick is now discussing with the judge. I don't know if they're going to make her do the second part of the routine again or not. We will see momentarily. Ooh, stand it up. Okay, our next competitor is Cece Frawley. Cece actually took off last. She's a junior. She was here as a freshman, and I think she got injured, and she came back as a junior. So we're looking at Rose Donovan's score is coming up. 7.3. Double turn, and oh, that was a nice jump turn combination. Nice layout, nice and straight. Round off back handspring back layout. Beautiful flight on her leaps. Second pass. An illusion, you don't see those much. Here she comes. Front handspring front layout. Beautiful height. Finishing up the routine, her last pass. 2 back handsprings, back tuck. A little bit of a worm there. Nice routine. A lot of musicality in that. She really had some interesting choreography and moved very well to the music. She also had beautiful extension on her leaps and jumps. So again, you'll see the Norwood girls in between kind of plotting, taking what's called a touch. I always think, don't do too many. I don't want them to get tired. So as far as the scoring goes, they pick the top 4 scores. They can put up to 6 people on the mat at a time. I mean, during an event, so you really only need 4, but it's always nice to have the backup, and that gives a chance for other people to get in. So score for CC Frawley is an 8.55. Nice. That's a really good score. That's a great score. All right. Getting ready is Jillian Olbreys. We saw a beautiful beam routine from Jillian. Jillian would like to do a post-interview, but I don't think it's going to happen today. But I will tell her that I tried, and we just had to, if I let her, I'd have to let everyone. Jillian, again, is the sister of a very athletic family. Amanda was a softball player. Jillian has also played softball and a cheerleader, and of course her sister Megan is on the basketball team. Her poor parents have to go to so many events. Good thing they have it on film. Oh, beautiful front half turn. That's going to give some extra points, and it looks so nice on her beautiful long legs. Great extension. She is a strong tumbler. Front punch, round off back handspring. Okay, she did step out of bounds. I don't know if the judge saw it. Lots of fun for Jillian. Very expressive. It was just so nice to see her having fun. Because there hasn't been a lot of fun with COVID. Finish, coming up for the big finish. Front layout. That was a really nice routine. Big smile from her. High fives from the coaches. Just had so much fun with that. And just looked like it was a great routine. And she hit everything.
So you have to pull it off to the side. I'll pull it out.
And you know, I mentioned the having fun, and not that COVID's not fun, but I mean, especially for the seniors, I'm so glad that they're able to have a season. You know, I told you earlier, Jillian was talking about cheerleading, and you know, that's usually how you start off your senior year, and she hopes they have a phase 3 for them. She hopes that there's a football game, and they won't be able to compete, but at least maybe to go to some of the football games, and it's just so good to see them having fun and excelling at their sport. Okay, so this is a great score. If I'm looking, CC Frawley just came by. Had to congratulate her. So we've got a 9.05. So nice job for, real nice job for Jillian, who just did about 500 jumps. I guess we'd have to have the cameras here every night for Jillian. She's a performer. Okay, waiting for her music, Marion Pistori. I think we're going to see some even more tumbling. All right. Coach said a soft beginning. It is. I can barely hear it, but now I can. Double turn. Round of back handspring, double full. Oh, she popped right up. Again, Marion is pushing the limit with these moves that she's doing. You know, normally you would do a full. She did a double. Small deduction, but double front layout. The strength that it takes to do that. Very dramatic music, lovely. Coming up on her third tumbling pass. Whoa, 1.5. Stuck that easy. Oh, what a great dismount. That was beautiful. So Marion has had quite a night for herself. Some pretty outstanding tumbling. And you know, kind of tough falling on your first pass, but she kept going, and that's what kind of competitor she is. You know what? Just bounce right back up and get going. And really didn't miss a beat. So we have our last competitor, oh. Okay, coming up now for our last competitor of the night for Norwood is Lizzie Broderick. So Marion scored an 8.75. That would have been a 9.2 because you lose 0.5 of the fall. So she's working on probably a 9.5 routine by the end of the year. Here comes Lizzie. She loves floor. Double full, beautiful, such beautiful height. Brings a smile out. Great jumps. Can hear her teammates cheering for her. Or ever the entertainer. Wow, 1.5. You know, now that she's through 2, she probably did her 2 hardest ones already. She's preparing for her last pass. Little smile for the judges, and here she goes. Whoa, and now finishes with 1.5. Big smile coming out. Gotta love that ending. It's just a drop. So that is the end of the meet today. It's going to take us a minute to get a score. Norton is still on the balance beam, and we'll just be right back with the score. We're just going to wait for Norton to finish up. So this is the end of the meet. There's no, of course, shaking of the hand. So it's a cheer, and they try to do it in a gymnastics way.
Next time we'll have a new one. I say that every year. Every year, I'm like, can you make it?
So coach is saying they need a little gathering. So now Norton will say their little cheer. And again, in lieu of the high fives and handshaking. And I think Coach Broderick is going to announce the final score. Or maybe not. She's walking away. Do you want them? So just before Coach Broderick gets here, this was just one, it was a really good meet. I'm going to do a little prediction here. I did hear at halftime the Norwood team was losing by 4. And you saw outstanding beam and floor routines, but Norton's was pretty good too. We couldn't unfortunately tape all of them, but we have to say that just the athleticism on this team, the power, the potential, a few things to tighten up, but they're going to score well. I just don't know if it's enough to win. But I think you always want the win, but this again is an individual sport. So here is the coach with the final score. Which 136.5 for Norwood, which is high. Oh, so Norton won 137. So again, about a point and a half. That is a point and a half in gymnastics is pretty close. It was a great meet. Norwood, I think you saw some great gymnastics tonight, and we wish them well the rest of the season. And I'm Nora Glenn, signing off for NCM. Thank my cameraman, Mike Maloof, who had a learning experience tonight. And I hope that I don't know if we're going to be able to film anymore. I hope we are. And if not, please watch this. And up in Broderick Gymnastics is in Walpole, which is so nice that we can come here, and we like it. And have a great night. Let's go Mustangs.